Have you ever wondered what it would take for China to truly lead the world? Not just in terms of economic size, but in global influence, innovation, and leadership. It's a question that's been on the minds of economists, strategists, and political leaders for years. And today, we're going to dig deep into what must happen for China to rise not just as a superpower, but as the global leader. Let's start with the obvious. China is already a major global force. With the second largest economy in the world, a population of over 1.4 billion, and a growing technological sector, it's hard to ignore its rise. In fact, by some measures, China has already surpassed the United States in purchasing power parity. But being number one in size doesn't automatically make you number one in leadership. That's where the challenge lies. For China to lead the world, three key things must happen. And each one is a complex uphill climb. First, China needs to build global trust. Leadership isn't just about power, it's about credibility. Right now, many countries view China with a mix of admiration and suspicion. Issues like censorship, surveillance, human rights, and aggressive diplomacy have made some governments wary. If China wants to lead, it has to change that perception. That means being more transparent, showing respect for international norms, and demonstrating that its rise benefits others, not just itself. Second, China must move from being the world's factory to being the world's innovator. For decades, China's economic growth was driven by manufacturing, exports, and infrastructure. But to lead, China must dominate in areas like AI, green technology, biotechnology, and space exploration. It's already making big moves in these fields. Think of companies like Huawei, BYD, and Alibaba. But global leadership requires not just copying or catching up, but setting the pace. Innovation means attracting the world's best minds, encouraging open research, and allowing creativity to flourish. That demands a more open and supportive environment for scientists, thinkers, and entrepreneurs. Third, China must become a cultural and ideological force. In the 20th century, American music, movies, education, and ideals became global exports. People around the world didn't just buy American products, they dreamed the American dream. Can China create that same soft power? Can it offer a vision of the future that others want to be part of? That would require reimagining how China connects with the world, through media, education, arts, diplomacy, and a more open cultural exchange. Soft power isn't built in factories. It's built through ideas, values, and shared aspirations. Of course, the path won't be easy. Domestically, China faces economic challenges, demographic shifts, and social pressures. Globally, it has to navigate intense competition, especially with the United States and its allies. Leading the world means dealing with criticism, balancing responsibility, and being a role model, even when it's uncomfortable. So what must happen for China to lead the world? It must gain trust, fuel innovation, and inspire hearts. Not just through power, but through purpose. Not just by rising, but by lifting others along the way. If you found this perspective thought-provoking, imagine the conversations we can have together. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with a friend, and let's keep exploring the forces shaping our world, one story at a time.